I originally intended to speak specifically to legal expenses and the legal department and how that's managed, and I'm going to touch upon that, but there's been a shift in light of recent changes and not so recent changes in our economy, so I just want to give you all a heads up on that. First off, I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. It's greatly appreciated. And as you all know, and I want to reiterate, I am running for a seat on the Middletown Township Committee, Democratic Party, and I'm in the game. I'm in the game to play it. I'm in the game to win it. And this isn't the kind of game when it's all over that you go home. This is the kind of game that when you win it, you're in it, you're going to stay with it, and you're going to make a difference going forward for this community. In light of the current global, national, and regional financial crisis, which is predicted to last for some time, affordability, transparency, and accountability coupled with leadership and strong management takes on a much newer urgency for all of us. I'm deeply concerned that the mayor has yet to announce what he and the Township Committee are doing or plan to do to successfully lead Middletown through this crisis that is an enormous concern to all of the citizens of Middletown. In addition to the looming question of how the derailed real estate evaluation will affect property taxes, some in our community have the additional financial burden of increased or new flood insurance expenses. As I knock on doors in various Middletown neighborhoods, people tell me how hard they are working. That is if some of them are still working. They tell me how quickly their money is spent while they get less and less for each dollar. They want to know that their tax money is being well spent. With 33% of our state's economy tied to New York City, and an already realized $13 billion, I'll repeat that, $13 billion shortfall in state revenue, the state has decided to take a new look at the current budget. Monmouth County freeholders have taken a bolder step. In addition to maintaining a flat budget this year, they have given a directive to the county to reduce upcoming budgets 10 to 15%. What has our mayor said publicly about the plans for Middletown regarding the impact of the financial crisis? To the best of my knowledge, he has said nothing. Unfortunately for us, the citizens of Middletown, this is consistent with the mayor's track record and lack of leadership. His laissez-faire, hands-off approach to managing has resulted in the mismanagement of the township. Middletown is buried in debt, over $85 million and counting. Last year, taxes for Middletown residents increased 7.1%, and it's been a total of just shy of 16% over the last 3 years. Now, for example, a recent review of the legal fees paid by the town to Mr. Riley indicates a need for a final level of documentation, which would add greater clarity to how taxpayers' dollars are being spent. At present, bills are itemized in such a way that it appears that Mr. Riley is doing all the work and at times working 22 hours a day, when in reality his partner is doing some of the work, and I suspect some other staff members such as paralegals are doing some work as well. All of this work is billed at $125 an hour. I'll repeat, all of this work is billed at $125 an hour. A new standard needs to be set. All bills need to be itemized so we know who did the work and at what rate. There needs to be case numbers assigned to each itemized entry so the township can easily calculate, therefore manage, how much a particular case or initiative is costing the taxpayers. Accountability and transparency standards need to be improved, the bar needs to be raised, and the pun is intended. It's time for leadership that stands in the present and plans for the future, as well as the distant future. It is time for leadership that provides direction, oversight, and accountability to ensure that the financial stability of the township is in good hands, and as the community and the nation faces bad times, some assurance that good times are in the future. When I am elected to the Township Committee, there will be real leadership that works for the community. There will be accountability, integrity, clearer goals, and measurable results. Along with my running mate Patricia Walsh, current committeemen Sean Burns and Patrick Short, I am committed to bringing real leadership to our community. I thank you, and will take any questions at this point in time.